Let me ask you a question. What if today could be the day that changes everything for you? What if right now, in this very moment, you can make the decision that transforms your life forever? I want you to really think about that for a second. We often go through our days just like any other, never stopping to consider the possibility that today is different. But today can be different. Today is a new beginning, and that alone makes it powerful. You have the opportunity to start fresh, to leave behind what's been holding you back, and take the first step toward a new version of yourself. Let me remind you, the potential of today is enormous. It's up to you to take hold of it. Every morning when you wake up, you're given a blank canvas, an entire day, waiting for you to create your masterpiece. How will you choose to fill it? Will you let it slip away, or will you take the first step towards something better, something greater? The choice is in your hands. I know you might be thinking, change sounds great, but I feel stuck. I feel trapped in my circumstances. I get it. We've all been there. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing we don't have the power to make a difference. It's easy to feel like change is for other people, not for us. But let me tell you something. You have the power to change your life. You always have. The truth is, it's all within your control. It doesn't matter where you're starting from, how long you've been stuck, or how impossible it feels. Change doesn't require you to have all the answers or to have everything figured out. It just requires you to believe that you can and to take that first step. Right now, in this moment, you have everything you need to begin. You have the drive, you have the desire, and you have the power. Don't let yourself believe that you don't. It's your life, and you can absolutely change it. The most important thing I want you to understand today is that change starts with a decision. And I'm going to challenge you. Are you ready to make that decision? Are you ready to decide that today is the day you begin the transformation you've been longing for? You're not here by accident today. You're here because something inside of you knows that it's time to take control. This is your wake-up call. Don't let it pass you by. This is the moment where everything can change. It all begins with the decision you make right now. This is your moment. The power to change your life, to take that first step toward a new path, is already in your hands. Will you make that decision today? Will you step into the person you know you can become? The choice is yours, and it's the most powerful choice you'll ever make. So, what's holding you back? I want you to ask yourself that question right now. What's the real reason you haven't taken that first step toward the life you want? Is it fear? Doubt? Maybe it's comfort? Maybe it's easier to stay where you are than to face the uncertainty of change? But here's the thing. If you don't change the way you think, nothing will change. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world. And it's the most powerful tool you have. If you see yourself as stuck, if you see yourself as incapable, that's exactly what you'll be. You won't take action, you'll remain where you are. But if you change your mindset, if you start to believe that you can, and that you are capable of transforming your life, you'll start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. Let me tell you something. Your mind is the most powerful force in your life. The way you think shapes everything. Your actions, your decisions, and the results you get are all a reflection of your mindset. So what's holding you back? Is it fear of failure, fear of success? Whatever it is, I challenge you to change it. Your thoughts are not your reality unless you allow them to be. Today, take control of your mindset and you'll see the world shift in ways you never thought possible. Now, let's talk about adopting the growth mindset. The growth mindset is the belief that you can always improve, that you can always learn, and that failure is not a final destination, but a step along the path to success. It's about understanding that your abilities and intelligence are not fixed. They can be developed with effort, persistence, and dedication. Think about some of the most successful people in history. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before he invented the light bulb. Oprah Winfrey was told she was unfit for television, but what did they do? They didn't quit. They didn't let their setbacks define them. They embraced the growth mindset. They kept moving forward, learning from their failures and making adjustments. That's what success is all about. It's not about being perfect. It's about being willing to grow and learn. What you believe about yourself determines what you can achieve. If you believe that you can improve, that you can grow, you will. But if you believe that you're stuck or incapable, that's exactly what you'll become. The choice is yours. Are you ready to embrace a mindset that will propel you towards success? It's time to stop telling yourself the story that's holding you back. I know you've heard it before. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'll never be successful. Let me be clear. Those are lies. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the story you've been telling yourself. And today, right now, you have the power to change that story. You can break free from the chains of limiting beliefs. You can rewrite your narrative and start believing in your potential. I'm challenging you today. Break free from those lies. The only thing standing in your way is your own perception of yourself. You are capable. You are worthy. And you have the strength to push through any obstacle that comes your way. Today, you rewrite the story you tell yourself. You start fresh. It all starts with your thoughts. Every single day, you have the power to change the way you think. Start each day with an affirmation. I am capable. I am worthy. I am making progress every day. Change your thinking and you'll change your actions. Change your actions and you'll change your life. The power of mindset is real. What you think about yourself shapes what you do, and what you do shapes who you become. So start thinking better. Start thinking bigger. Start thinking like the person you want to be, and then act like that person. Your future is created by the thoughts you choose today. Let me ask you something. Do you want to be better, or do you just want to wish for it? Wishing doesn't change anything. Desire is important, but it's only the beginning. The key to change is action. Desire alone won't get you to the life you want. You have to do the work. It's easy to sit back and wish for success, but that's not enough. You have to get up and take action every single day, whether you feel like it or not. Your future doesn't come from waiting for things to change. It comes from your decisions and your actions. If you truly want to change your life, you need to act. Don't wait for the perfect time, because that time never comes. The time is now. You have to make the choice to move forward, no matter how small the step may be. Change doesn't happen in leaps and bounds. It happens one small step at a time. Think about a snowball rolling downhill. It starts small, but with every turn, it picks up momentum. That's how change works. Every small action you take builds on the one before it, and before you know it, you've made significant progress. Don't worry about the big picture right now. Focus on the small, consistent steps you can take today. Those steps will compound over time, and before you know it, you'll be looking back and marveling at how far you've come. Every step counts. It doesn't matter how small it seems, just keep moving forward. Success is built on habits. It's not about big, drastic changes. It's about creating habits that will move you closer to your goals every day. Start with one small habit. Maybe it's waking up 15 minutes earlier to read, or taking a short walk every morning. Whatever it is, commit to doing it every day. As you get consistent with one habit, you'll be ready to add another. Habits shape your future. Your future success is a reflection of the habits you develop today. Show up every day, even when it's hard. Keep doing the work. Success doesn't happen in a day. It happens over time through daily effort. Don't try to change everything at once. Start small, stay consistent, and trust that the results will come. There will be days when you don't feel like doing the work. There will be days when it feels like too much. And that's when you need to push hardest. Let me tell you something, quitting is easy. The tough days are when your commitment is tested, and they're the days that matter the most. When you feel like giving up, remember why you started. Remember the life you're working toward. When you push through the hard days, that's when you build the mental strength and resilience that will carry you forward. Keep going, stay committed. Your success is built on the days when it's hardest to keep going. Let me tell you something, failure is not the end, it's just part of the process. Too many people are afraid to fail because they think it's the ultimate indicator of defeat. But let me be clear, failure is the stepping stone to success. Without failure, there is no growth. Let me say that again. Without failure, there is no growth. Think about it. How do you learn to walk? By falling down. And each time you fall, you get back up. And each time you get back up, you get stronger, more skilled, and closer to your goal. Failure is feedback. It's not a sign that you should give up. It's simply telling you you're not there yet. And you know what? That's okay. You're not supposed to be perfect. What matters is that you keep going, keep learning, and keep improving. If you can shift your mindset to see failure as part of the journey, you'll be unstoppable. Failure is necessary. It's how we refine our approach, how we tweak our strategies, and how we become better. Don't let failure scare you. Use it. See it as a tool to help you grow. Because as long as you're failing forward, you're on the right path. Here's a powerful example for you. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was actually cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine that. One of the greatest to ever play, and he was rejected. But did he let that define him? No. He used it as fuel to get better, to work harder, to prove everyone wrong. And the rest, as they say, is history. When you fail, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I improve next time? Every failure is a lesson in disguise. Think of each failure as a teacher, one that's teaching you the skills, strategies, and mindset necessary for success. Don't let failure be something you fear. Let it be something that propels you forward. It's simply a sign that you're on the path to improvement. Every successful person you admire, whether they're an athlete, entrepreneur, or artist, has failed countless times. But what sets them apart is how they embraced failure, learned from it, and kept moving forward. It's not about being perfect. It's about being persistent. Failure doesn't define you, it refines you. Resilience is what separates those who make it from those who don't. Resilience is the ability to keep going no matter how many setbacks you face. It's about bouncing back every single time. And let me tell you, resilience is built with every failure you face and every challenge you overcome. When you face a setback, don't let it break you, let it build you. Each time you push through adversity, you develop the strength to handle even bigger challenges. Remember, no one is born resilient. It's something you develop by facing life head on and never giving up. Every time you fall down and get back up, you grow stronger. Every time you face a challenge and keep going, you build more resilience. That's how you succeed, by getting back up, learning from the setback, and moving forward. It's not about avoiding failure. It's about how you respond to it. Let me tell you this. Failure is the fuel that drives you to go higher. When you fail, don't retreat. Use it to push you forward. Failure isn't something to avoid. It's something to embrace, to learn from, and to use as momentum to reach even greater heights. Think of failure like a rocket booster. It's not something to fear, it's something to harness. It propels you to your next level, to your next victory. Each time you fail, it's an opportunity to build upon your previous efforts and come back even stronger. So when you fail, don't back down. Let that setback be your motivation. Let it push you further than you've ever gone before. Failure isn't the end of the road. It's the fuel you need to reach your destination. I'm gonna tell you something that might not be easy to hear. Success isn't about motivation. It's not about the highs of excitement or the thrill of starting something new. Success is built on discipline. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's the ability to keep showing up day after day, even when the excitement fades and the road gets tough. Ask yourself, are you willing to do the hard work even when the excitement fades? Because that's where the magic happens. Discipline is what separates those who achieve from those who fall short. It's the difference between wishing for success and working for it. You can dream all you want, but unless you back those dreams up with action and discipline, they'll stay just that, dreams. Discipline turns dreams into reality. It's the consistent effort you put in day after day that leads to success. No matter how tired you are, no matter how much you want to quit, discipline keeps you going. It's the backbone of everything you want to achieve. Now let's talk about focus. Focus is the ability to shut out distractions and concentrate on what truly matters. In today's world, it's so easy to get distracted. There's always something pulling your attention in a million different directions. But focus is like a laser beam. It cuts through all that clutter and helps you zero in on your goals. Ask yourself, can you stay focused on your goals even when distractions are pulling you in different directions? Because that's the test. Focus is what allows you to tune out the noise and concentrate on what's most important. It's the ability to block out the irrelevant and put your energy into the things that will bring you closer to your goals. When you focus, everything becomes clearer. The distractions fade and you can see exactly what you need to do. Focus is the key to turning your vision into reality. It's about giving your full attention to what matters most and not letting anything get in your way. Here's a powerful truth. If you want to achieve your goals, you need to learn how to say no. You can't say yes to everything and expect to achieve greatness. You have to say no to distractions and yes to what truly matters. What do you need to say no to in your life so you can say yes to your goals? Maybe it's the distractions that waste your time. Maybe it's toxic relationships or bad habits. Saying no is an act of self-discipline and prioritization. It's the ability to protect your time and energy for the things that will move you forward. When you say no to distractions, you're saying yes to your dreams. You're choosing to focus on what will get you closer to where you want to be. It's one of the most powerful things you can do in your journey towards success. Let me remind you, success is a marathon, not a sprint. It's not about making huge leaps in a short amount of time. It's about the long-term vision and the dedication to keep going, even when the results aren't immediate. Success takes time, it takes persistence, it takes patience. Are you willing to stay the course even when you don't see immediate results? Because that's the real test. When things get tough, when it feels like you're not making progress, that's when you need to keep pushing. It's about having a long-term vision and knowing that every step you take, no matter how small, is a step toward your goal. Focus on the journey, not just the destination. The journey is where the growth happens. And if you stay committed, even when it's hard, you look back one day and see how far you've come. Today we've talked about the power to change your life. We've discussed how your mindset, actions, failure, discipline, and focus are the keys to unlocking your true potential. But none of this matters unless you act. The only thing standing between you and your goals is the decision to take action. You have the power to change your life, but the decision is yours. You can sit back and wait for things to change, or you can take charge of your destiny. The choice is in your hands. The time for change is now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start today. The only moment you have is the one you're in right now, and it's time to take that first step. Your future is shaped by what you do today. The actions you take now will determine the person you become tomorrow. So, don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Take action right now. The life you want is just one decision away. The desire to get better, the drive to improve is already inside of you, but now you have to make that decision where you take the first step today. The power is in your hands. Your future is waiting, and it's up to you to make it happen. So, go ahead, take that first step. Your journey begins now.